Hi guys, it's Nicole, and today I have another layout featuring the ScrapRoom Flavors of the Month for January 2021. This is the second layout that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. Basically, each month I will be able to share 3 of the 4 layouts with you. The fourth one is part of the perks that you get by being a subscriber to the kit. And I did kind of want to talk a little bit more about that in this video. So here I've left this video in real time so you guys can kind of see all the different things that come with this page kit. So this is the Echo Park Coffee and Friends kit. And I am not a coffee drinker, not a coffee lover. So this one was kind of a struggle for me. I was a little bit scared, but you can see the 3 sides of the papers that I chose are pretty open-ended on what you can do with them. The embellishments are a little bit more theme heavy, but I kind of knew that as soon as I saw that it was an Echo Park collection because that's just an Echo Park type of thing. So the 4th layout every month with this kit, I'm not going to be able to share on my channel. I'm not going to be able to share the completed layout. That is something that, if you subscribe to the kit, is accessible to you, to where you get a sample photo, cutting guide, instructions on how to recreate that layout. So basically every month, 4 different design team members contribute to that. And so if you were a subscriber to this kit, you would go to a separate area of the website and you would be able to access 4 kind of instructions to be able to recreate those layouts. By all means, you can 100% do your own thing. This is just kind of something that Rochelle offers as part of the subscription. And I did go ahead and I have looked at her kit club many times, but because I'm local to her, I like to go to her crop because I can kind of cherry pick the lines that I absolutely love, and I can kind of go through and pick the embellishments that I like and stuff like that. The Flavors of the Month kit is basically 4 different lines that you're just getting a little bit of. You're not getting the whole collection. You don't really have time to get bored of it because you're not sort of overloaded with so much product. The double shot is a little bit different, where instead of 4 lines each month, it's 2 lines and you get a little bit more product between those 2 lines. For me, the Flavors of the Month kit is kind of the perfect storm as far as amount of product for me. A lot of times I can get a double page layout. For whatever reason, I'm just kind of in this single page layout mode right now. So with all the product that I had for January, I ended up doing 3 single page layouts, and then the one that the subscribers have access to is always a double page layout. So that's another thing. And the reason that I've always kind of gone back and looked at subbing to her kit club is because it's under $30 a month. So it's $25.95 for the Flavors of the Month kit, but she also offers where if you don't want to sign up for the kit and you just want to try it for the month, you can just do a test drive version, which is a couple dollars more. And then because Rochelle loves coffee, and that's kind of her theme with her kit club, is you have the option to get the kits with a different specialty little coffee sampler every month, or without. So she doesn't send me the coffee because she knows that I'm not a coffee drinker, not a coffee fan. So when I pulled out the kit, the papers are beautiful, the color palette is beautiful, it's just very coffee themed. So I was a little stumped on that. And then I had remembered back in September, my daughter had come and asked me if she could have a tea party with her brother with her fancy tea set. And at that point of quarantine, I'm like, yeah, you can do whatever you want. I don't care. So we put lemonade in her teapot, and they had little sandwich cookies on her little fancy tea set. So I went ahead and printed those photos out. And then I just used a digital cut file to make these die cut frames, film strip frames. And what I like to do with stuff like that is to cut it twice. So this kit came with cream colored cardstock. So I used one sheet of that to cut out 2 film strips, and then the green stripe pattern paper, I cut the exact same image twice. And then what I do when I glue them together is I just offset them a little bit, and it just kind of helps give them a little bit more definition, a little bit more interest. And then I even printed my photos out through the Silhouette software so that I basically resized my photos to completely fit within the frame and just printed it out through that software. It was just easier than me trying to guess on the photo sizes and then hand trim them down. And then the paper, I just kind of grabbed some of that floral paper to back the 2 openings. And then from there, I hit struggle bus on trying to figure out which embellishments I could use, wanted to use, and kind of where to incorporate them. This 12 by 12 sticker sheet is jam-packed with stuff. But if you were looking for non-coffee elements, there wasn't a whole lot, but you could kind of get creative with stuff. So like the little cart that has where my journaling kind of overlaps, it has like all this like tea and sugar and this and that. I made it so that my journaling strip actually covered the little tin that said coffee. Some of the stickers I cut up, some of the die cuts I cut up. So I was able to make it work just kind of by being creative and really stretching out some of the supplies just to kind of figure out a way to not have it read as coffee, because again, my photos are for a tea party. And even this, like this big floral cluster sticker, I went ahead and cut it into 3 pieces and was able to stretch it out a little bit that way. And I cut up some of the little embellishment frames to be able to use that as kind of like an extra little touch of like pattern paper here and there. And like I said, you get a ton of embellishments, even with just the main kit, not the actual add-on kit. Because typically at least one kit, you're going to have a full sticker sheet. Even like when she breaks apart the embellishments, you still get a ton of die cuts in your pack. It's a lot. And then depending on how conservative you are in pattern paper, which I would say I'm probably not, I like to see a lot of pattern paper. So for me, stretching the paper is kind of the challenge. And then from here, I went ahead and again just made my own title with some alphabet dies and the other sheet of cream cardstock. I think it's cream. It doesn't look white. I could probably look. Nope, it's white. I'm wrong. It looks cream on my camera. It's totally white. I cut 3 layers of each layer or each letter for the larger size. And then I've got a little like letterboard style that I'm going to cut 2 layers out of the white, and then I'm going to get a little bit creative and take one of the die cut pieces, which had kind of a little bit of an opening that didn't have a phrase on it, and I'm going to kind of use that as a way to get another pattern paper in a sense to be able to cut my letters, because I only need 3 letters, they're tiny, and this little piece of pink die cut was perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and stack everything together with just some liquid glue and basically make my own kind of like chipboard letters. And I did kind of want to touch on the fact that it just happens to be scheduling wise on when my layouts are scheduled to be shared with the ScrapRoom, like the design team and the blog and stuff like that, just kind of all fell during this week. I don't know if that's going to be every month. I don't want you to think that it's just going to be design team stuff every day, all day. I am the type of person where if I have a commitment and a due date, I will do that first, because it is sort of, not just for me, it's for someone else. So I want to make sure that I'm reaching my deadlines for that. And joining this design team was kind of it was kind of funny, because 2 days before the opportunity presented itself, I was talking to some friends and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to host a big YouTube hop next year. Like, I want to take a step back and I want to focus on things that I want to do. I want to challenge myself with some things. I just kind of want to be challenged in a different way. And then when I was talking to Rochelle at the ScrapRoom about this, I was like, I feel like I have to say yes, because I am literally telling myself that I want to be challenged, and that's what these kits do. When I did the guest design spot in August, I thoroughly enjoyed the process. Some of it I was sweating through because I just didn't know what to do with the stuff, but I enjoyed kind of shaking up my process, and the end result layouts were awesome. A lot of times it took me half the amount of time because I wasn't getting up to go get something else in my room. It was just kind of nice to sit within a small amount of product and kind of say, what can I do? Like, what am I going to do with all this? So I hope you guys enjoy these kind of videos, and I hope that you check the description box out and just kind of go and maybe check out the other videos from the design team members and just kind of find some new inspiration while I kind of go on this journey with you guys. So I'll catch you later in the week. Bye.